Herb Baumeister's estate looks like any other Indiana mansion, brick sprawling with like the pool house out back,
Right.
But for more than a decade, men vanished here. And some say they still walk the grounds.
Scary.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the 1990s, Baumeister In the 1990s, Herb Baumeister lived a double life. To his family and neighbors, he was a successful businessman that owned several of the Save-A-Lot thrift stores.
Oh, wow.
But at night, he prowled gay bars in Indianapolis, which, if you prowl gay bars, that's like...
So what? Yeah.
That's your bag, man. Whatever. Might be a problem for his wife, though.
Oh, he was married. Wow.
With children.
That's
and
not
they
good.
were unaware of this other thing he was doing, but that wasn't the worst part.
Mm-hmm.
He would lure men back to Fox Hollow Farm with promises of drinks and companionship.
Wowzers.
But behind closed doors, it turned into something much darker. Herb would strangle his victims during intercourse, and that was a fantasy he repeated again and again. When investigators finally searched the property, they uncovered more than 5,000 bone fragments scattered along the creek bed and buried in shallow in the graves in the woods.
That's horrible.
Those remains represented at least 11 men. His wife later admitted that she had seen bones in the yard, but Herb was like, "Nah, it's just animals."
Oh my goodness!
And she was like, "Okay."
So he was basically picking up men, killing them, and ashamed of his sexuality. So,
and then
horrible situation.
Yeah, and then in 1996, when police closed in, Baumeister fled to Canada and shot himself in his car, leaving no confession and no explanations. Because it seems like he didn't want to. I don't think he wanted to be exposed, and I don't think he wanted to have to explain to his wife.
The whole deal, yeah.
As if being caught for killing and stuff for him in his mind or whatever was bad enough. On top of that, he also had to be and I was also cheating on you with a bunch of men.
Yeah.
I'm gay.
Yeah, that would break the whole illusion of his fantasy world or whatever he had going, his double lives.
Because I think he wanted to present outwardly as a
successful straight man.
I am a successful businessman. I got my wife, my 2.5 children. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
His perfect little nuclear family, and he would have to explain to people what was really going on, and I don't think he could face the fact that.
Why do you think he strangled people? Did he just didn't want them to tell anyone?
It was a fantasy.
Oh, it was a fantasy of his?
It's hard for me to say because again, he didn't leave any kind of note or explanation. He just took off and killed himself.
Oh, that's horrible. Yeah.
So I don't know if it was just he didn't want to come out of the closet but for most serial killers, there is a fantasy. And they act out their fantasy, and he did that over and over and over and over.
Right. So what happened at Fox Hollow Farms after that?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Kevin. Because his death didn't just close the book on Fox Hollow. If anything, it opened a new chapter as the place is haunted.
Really? Do tell.
Visitors report seeing apparitions both inside the mansion and across the grounds. Disembodied footsteps pacing the halls, cold spots sink into your skin, supposedly, and EVP recordings capture desperate phrases like, "Help me," and "I was here." And then there's the story of the Vanishing Man, and this is why I wanted to do this story at all. Guests exploring the property say they've met, and an investigator met the man too, met a man who seemed completely ordinary. He'll nod and smile and chat with you, say things like, "Hey, how's it going? You new around here?" And then after a few moments, while you're talking to this dude, and it all feels really normal, he'll just vanish, straight up disappear.
Wow, I want to see that.
They're
that'd be pretty cool.
Did you guys see the guy that was just here? There's no footsteps, there's no door,
right.
no sound. He just poof, gone.
That
would scare the crap out of me.
Yeah, to see something that tangible in front of you and talk to them.
Straight up dude that's talking to you, answering you intelligent responses, and then boom.
It was obvious that the violent deaths there that Herb committed
A lot of people believe that man is one of his victims,
Right.
trying to connect, like trying to,
Right.
yeah, be recognized or whatever.
Mhm.
That's so sad.
Yes.
Well, Fox Hollow Farm has become a case study not just in true crime, but in the weight of human trauma. Paranormal investigators describe the entire estate as charged and the kind of space where dread bleeds from the soil.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Some believe Herb himself still stalks the mansion, bound to the site of his dark acts. Others say it's the victims trapped and restless, trying to tell the story through voices, footsteps, and fleeting glimpses. You said you think it's the victims, not her, right?
Right. Yeah. I think someone like that gets dragged somewhere, taken somewhere to atone for their karmic sins.
Either way, Fox Hollow Farm doesn't feel just like a crime scene. It feels like a haunting that refuses to let go. Thing is, though, is there's a lot of places and stuff that it's kind of what I do all of Cheese Talk on. Is places that are haunted by the killers.
Right. Oh, yeah. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Ted Bundy's childhood home.
Yeah.
Is said to be haunted by Ted Bundy.
Oh.
John Wayne Gacy.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly his prison cell.
Yeah.
Is haunted. I almost flipped out the camera. Eileen, what was her name? Down here.
Yeah. I don't. Warner or no?
Warlow's.
I don't know.
Okay, so
I know you're talking about
the Florida serial killer lady that killed 7 men.
Mm-hmm.
Where they did her lethal injection, she is still seen there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so they don't all just.
Well, it could be like an imprint on the atmosphere. It might not be them, a conscious entity, but like an imprint on the atmosphere.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, Ed Kemper, his apartment that he lived in with his mom is said to be haunted by him and his mom.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being murdered by somebody and then having to haunt the same place as them? Like you can't even get away from them and die.
That would I'd
be so
I'd be
mad.
beating them up in ghost form.
I'd be so angry. Like, really? Okay, sometimes the cruelest hauntings isn't the ghost that scares you. It's the ones that won't rest. They want their truth to be heard. So, what do you think lingers here? The echo of a killer feeding on the memory of his crimes, which seems to be like a thing that serial killers love, or the restless spirits of the men who never made it home? That's just sad. But let us know in the comments, and if you're not already following and you're into this weird stuff that we talk about, please give us a subscribe. We're good folks.
Right. I'm not normally in Tease Talk, but I'd help out. I helped out today.
I just felt like having somebody else communicate.
I was like, hey, I'll talk about Fox Hollow Farms.
It's so messed up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, we'll see you next time. Bye.
This has been Extended Tease Talk. I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.